Hey everyone and welcome. Before I get into the video everyone, the last video I did was in regards to Russell Brand and specifically Rumble's response to our politician trying to get him cancelled. And a lot of you, not all, but a lot of you mistook that for support of Russell Brand. The video wasn't about that, guys. It was about the fact that precedent was being set where they could actually attack you even if you're not guilty of a crime. And it was that side of things I wanted to put forward, not the fact that I'm supporting Russell Brand. I'm really not a fan of Russell Brand. I'm not a hater, but I'm not a fan either. So I just wanted to put that out there for you.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Anyway, let's get into the video. Now, I did a video recently where Roseanne Barr was on Piers Moron's show and humiliated him with hard facts. So it stunned him into silence. You ever seen that before? Now, this was in regards to Ukraine's National Socialist and Neo-National Socialist problem. I've raised this very same issue on my channel with plenty of proof in the past, but Morgan and the media have tried and failed, in my opinion, to claim it is not true. Well, here is a clip of Roseanne smashing Morgan the moron with hard facts. Have a listen to this.
There is a large faction of Nazis. I don't know if you know this, but there's a large amount of Nazis in the Ukraine.
We know this, don't we, everyone? Azov Battalion,
And
to name one of them.
they actually killed my whole family. I'm from the Ukraine. People better wake up and do some research on their own instead of buying what comes across on the screen.
I have done. We have done. And there's more evidence coming soon after this.
And I try to shake them up, Pierce. You're goddamn right I do. I try to shake them up and crack their mind control programming. I do it for God.
Now, I've actually shown on my channel a few times the roots of National Socialism in Ukraine and the Azov Battalion, glorifying it still, and Bandera supporters. So I've highlighted this for quite some time, and the go-to for the liberal media liars like Piers Morgan is this.
Ukraine, I know what you said, and you're perfectly entitled to your views. I would say in relation to the suggestion that they're all a bunch of
You
Nazis...
haven't seen the swastikas on those
Roseanne,
soldiers'
We have, haven't we, everyone?
arms?
The
It's in
President
the
Zelensky
news.
himself is Jewish. So
There you go. It can't be because Zelensky's a Jew. Never heard so much tripe in my life. So you heard that, and here's the proof. Both she and I were right all along. Now, this was at the Canadian Parliament as Zelensky, the knee-high leprechaun, has stopped there on his world tour with his begging bowl. Where's his pot of gold, Canada? And he did this. Now, he brought a gentleman with him, a hero, he called him, of Ukraine, a 98-year-old man who fought the Russians in World War II. And the Canadian Parliament gave him a standing ovation. This is what it looked like. So you're probably wondering, what's that got to do with National Socialism? Well, it turns out that this gentleman was called Yaroslav Hunka. Yaroslav Hunka did fight the Russians in a Waffen SS division called Galician. So an actual Nazi is being standing ovationed by Canada's government, and he's being paraded around the world by a Jewish Zelensky. So, Piers, what are you saying now? Does him being Jewish still matter? So let's read up on this division of the Waffen SS, shall we? Division Galician, later the first Ukrainian division of the Ukrainian National Army, Ukrainian military formation in the German armed forces during the Second World War. The division was organised as part of a programme of creating foreign, e.g. Estonian, Latvian, formations of the Waffen SS to fight on the Soviet front. The organiser of the division was a German governor of Galicia, Otto von Vactra, and its formation was announced on the 28th of April 1943. The head of the Ukrainian Central Committee in Krakow, Vladimir Zubiev, got that wrong, probably don't care, supported the division's formation, so he's a Nazi, regarding it as a Ukrainian armed force and hoping to influence its character and organisation as the core of the future's national army. So it's got a quite large past. So basically a Jew, or as Roseanne said, skinfolk to her, glorifying an actual, living National Socialist that was responsible, if not completely, but definitely in part, for the atrocities inside the Ukraine. And yet we support and finance this proxy war, forever war, and not one of us was asked if we want to support actual and neo National Socialists. The one thing that wasn't discussed at the Canadian Parliament, everyone, is this. Are you ready? Peace. Negotiations. No mention of it whatsoever. None. Nada. Zero. But they'll keep washing our money and paying the tyrants with it. Let me know what you think, though. I'd like to know your opinion. So much for Piers Morgan saying it couldn't possibly be. He's Jewish when he's parading an actual one around as a hero of the Ukraine. Disgusting, isn't it? Let me know what you think. Stay sane. See you on the next one.